Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the wonderful land of the Roadwarden. Last time, we got absolutely obliterated as we were trying to run home because we couldn't find a dang place to sleep. The freaking Eudocia didn't let us sleep there. She doesn't trust us. She wouldn't even tie us up. She didn't want to touch us. I guess I don't blame her. Like, we are filthy. And then we had to run back to, I forget the name of this place. The Pelt of the North. And when we arrived here, we met Tulia, who had to flee the camp because they were attacked by trolls. And I guess she's the only survivor. So this is kind of telling me that the dangers are starting to arrive in this land. It's getting worse and worse. So I feel like we got to pick up the pace. Now, we're pretty hurt. I feel like we should take a rest today, gain a little bit more strength back before we start venturing out. The important thing, though, is we want to get back to the old bridge before too long, because we scared away the wolves, and it said for like a few days they may be gone. So we want to make sure we take advantage of that before they come back. I don't think we've ever visited the old bridge, and we're trying to clear this area out. So I feel like we should rest, and as much as I want to go this way to start tying up loose ends, I think we got to go back, stop off the dolmen, make sure it's all good, and head back up to this old bridge. It may end up being a waste of time, to be honest. And then I was also looking at my quests. We need to find out about the bandit raids from the creeks. But in my journal, it doesn't say we have information from the creeks yet. We have from the other towns, and we need to bring it back to Howler's Dell. So it may be worthwhile to go back up here, hit here, then move up to this area to make sure it's nice and cleared and safe, and then deal with this stuff at that point. So that's what we're going to do, damn it. Here's a nice little quick save. Oh, and I did go through all of, where is it? The creature information. I thought I'd do this off camera. I did read through it all. There's a lot, so this would have taken like almost a whole episode to go through. Some of the most fascinating ones I'll mention. Of course, the Hunt Lords. This one is wild. They don't fight anymore. The latest queen has ruled for maybe 5 years now. Our watchmen saw it a couple times. It's tall and has red and silver fur. I'd recognize its howling anywhere, but please don't tell me you plan to look for it. She looks at you with worry. No human can harm such a being. If it decides it wants you, the best you can do is abandon your palfrey and hope it looks tasty. But hunt lords rarely strike before dusk, so who cares? Stay in the sunlight like the rest of us. So I thought this was a very interesting creature. It only comes out at night, and if for some reason we get screwed and we have to fight a hunt lord, it basically says to sacrifice Gordon. So just let it eat our horse and run away. We can't harm it. So it's like a god of this world. So that was one that was very interesting. Most of these are kind of typical. But I love how varied it is. There's so many different monsters in this world. Very cool. Treants. Treants was very interesting. So I won't read all of it, but essentially, if a treant gets you, you gotta just play dead. To the point where it begins to consume you. Don't move, don't panic, don't do anything, just play dead, and then it's gonna put you in its mouth, and then you can strike from inside its mouth, where its flesh is weakest. And then it might spit you out. And I guess this person who's telling us all this stuff, it's happened to her. So she knows it'll work. So that is very important information. If we get picked up by a tree, we just let it lick us. just go on that adventure. And of course, unicorns. Kind of terrifying. Essentially, like, they don't necessarily hunt humans or anything, but the line that made me kind of terrified? Unicorns crave flesh filled with pneuma. So if you were like a magic user, the unicorns would crave your flesh. These things like consume magical flesh. That's not the unicorns I grew up with. But it's pretty badass. So all this should have been added to our bestiary. So if we ever come across some of these guys, we're gonna be damn hell ready for them. All right, that's all I need to know. All right, let's take a rest. Give us a little bit more hearts. Wonderful. And it should be the end of the day, so then we can sleep, maybe gain a little bit more. Go outside. The armor is still nowhere to be found. Very interesting. And we can't clean ourselves anymore. So we enter the inn. Let's sleep. And we're gonna rent. Okay, now we've pretty much recovered from our mishaps. Ooh, the halfway point is behind you. In just 20 days, you'll need to ride back to Hoblivin. Otherwise, the roads will get too dangerous for a lone rider. I could also speak with Tulia. Maybe she's willing to head to the city earlier. We're not going earlier. We're not abandoning our post. All right. Ooh, about Glockia's band. I'm on it. All right. I forget. Do we want the elk fur? Do we want the elk fur? I'm not sure. We need to get a ton of rations too. Like, we could get a crap ton of rations to give to Eudocia. To get her to, like, clear things off. We need 21, I believe. That's too much money, though. I'm tempted to buy the fur for trading purposes. Oh, it's a lot of money, though. Let's do it. I don't think the game would have the ability to, like, buy something and sell it for less. Like, a net negative. I'm guessing that we're going to be able to sell it somewhere. So let's just keep it in our back pocket. We have the expendable income. We don't really need it right now for anything else. All right. I think we can just leave now. Let's do it. That's all I need. Oh, approach the guards? How about some axe throwing? I'm ready when you are. Let's go! How many times have we won this in a row? We gotta be absolute naturals at this point. Only slight? What are you talking? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? All right. Your clothes are torn and worn here. We gotta fix up our clothes. I walk away. We got the money. We're out of here. So we want to check out the dolmen, hit the old bridge, and I guess the goal is to get back to Foggy's place before nighttime, so we can rest there. We have some food waiting for us already. We paid in advance. I wonder what happens if we go to the crossroads. And what happens if we go back to Tulia's camp? There's going to be trolls there. I don't know if I want to fight the trolls, but I want to know. I want to see what happens. But we need to make sure we get there. Okay, let's go to the southern crossroads. Let's just see. We haven't been there for a long time. Who knows? Maybe there's some dead wolves. A flock of rooks and crows flees the crossroads, and the bushes are rustling. The carcass is fresh, and so are the boot prints. You take a quick look around Tulia's work. The wolf, lured by the scent of blood, ran through the shrubs, breaking a few twigs, but the few stabs it received were deadly precise, reaching the organs. I could spend some time placing a bronze rod at the top. Oh! I wanna skin it. We gotta put that on. You tether Gordon to the signpost so it can graze for a bit. The rock face is smooth and inviting. You don't have proper tools to support you, and you don't see any good spots where you could rest your hands. My grappling hook should do well here. I don't think we need to use violent force. Grapple. Grapple me, baby. Okay, time to rub the bone hook is easy enough. Wonderful. You get stuck between a branch and some shrubbery. You pull it for a bit, then you jump in place. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. As you stand on the grass and look down, the crossroads are indeed not so far below you, but it catches your attention how fragile the bridge between the two crags seem to be. Bronze me. I grab my belongings and slide down. We've done it. The area is overgrown. Let's get some edible... Let's get some plants. All right. All right. I make sure the fruits aren't going to get squished in my bundles. We got some berries. I really would like to harvest the pelt and the meat of this dead wolf that Tulia did. I want to go here so bad. You know what? Maybe for science. Okay, I'm going to quick save. I just want to know. I just want to know. But I don't want to save scum. I'm trying my best not to save scum this playthrough. This is going to take 15 minutes. This is going to take 3 hours. How much time do we have? 11 hours. But we need to make sure we have enough time to get up to here, which is going to take 4... 3, 4, It's a little tight. It's going to be a little tight. if we go here and have to fight and stuff, and then we have to spend... I'm not going to do it yet. We're going to make our way back up here just in case. We can check it out later. We're going to have to come back here at some point. Let's head to the dolmen. You follow the overgrown trail between the dolmen and the southern crossroads, but it got even more difficult than a few days back. You look at the fallen branches and a few trampled shrubs that are blocking the road. The large paw, a few blood trails, and scraps of fertile story of a long clash between dangerous beasts. From now on, riding through the spot is going to take you even more time. Before I ride further away, I spend an hour or so clearing the path. I think we need to do this because we want to clear this to prevent it from being difficult. Let's do it. Turns out a few of the plants were already dried out and are not too heavy. You get a bit sweaty, but unless another misfortune happens, the path should stay in pretty good shape. I get back in the saddle. Okay. We're doing our job as the Roadwarden, right? We're supposed to clean the roads. A multitude of bees and butterflies are flying among the bushes looking for flowers. Okay. I enter the chapel. It's empty of life. We've done all this before. Oh no. Oh no. Journal. I have no idea where to look. I have no idea where to find the information. But they talked about certain things that I think we already looked at it though. The campfire. A part of the floor is littered with the remains of an old campfire, no more than a couple months old. You see dust, burnt bones, and wood. The wall above this spot is covered with soot. Look for something else. The soot. Sticky soot on the walls. Parts of it cover black marks and pictures, possibly letters. Letters. A large part of the wall is covered with graves. It's difficult to figure what they are meant to portray, but one picture is obvious to you. A long arrow pointing down. Parts of the writing, as well as the nearby wall, is covered with soot. I don't want to look for something. I want to dig. You look at the ground. Oh! You can grab your knife some light and dig through a few inches of soil and sand, step by step, finding probably just rocks, but you doubt it's going to go smoothly. I can examine one spot up here, or at least look for a specific object. That's what I want to do. Damn it! But what is it? What was it? Damn it! Oh my god! It's been like weeks. Where can we find this? The ruined village. We had a quest that we ended up failing. It was like the potion quest. I don't know if it's even if it's failed, does it save in your journal? Did I put anything in my notes? Fish village dagger, trapper, maybe alchemist, merchant, Tatius Coopers, Navika Phoebe. What am I doing? What am I doing? Key to old watchtowers and Gale Rocks, get it. Laugh at howlers. Howlers dealt. Okay, statue of woman, leave an apple, pebble, or dragon bone. Oh yeah. Ruined village, tool fish addresses, Oh damn it, I'm gonna have to look at my previous videos. Quick save, give me a second, we're coming back. Alright, it was taking me way too long. But I remember them saying it was like under the campfire or something. Like it was at the campfire thing where the soot was. Like under the soot. So there's an arrow there, so I'm just gonna say like, okay. Under the arrow. Just follow the arrow. You don't find her, I can't understand it. Look for something else. The campfire. Under campfire. Oh! But most interesting here turns out to be hidden beneath the remains of an old campfire. Let's go! You move all the ash and pieces of wood until you find a well-preserved plank. You dig around, finding a solid trapdoor locked with a steel padlock. I open it with the key. You insert the key, and after a bit of wiggling, something clicks. The padlock is cold, dirty, and rusty, but you can easily get the iron latch with the moves right there. So no problem unlocking it. I look inside. You lift the hatch, and the heavy, humid air suggests an abandoned farm cellar. Your candle allows you to estimate that the tunnel is roughly 15 feet deep, but there's no ladder that you can use. You think about lowering the rope, but you realize that one of the brick walls is covered with large holes, meant to be used as some sort of vertical stairs. You hear no sound coming from the tunnel, but the moldy walls and old cobwebs are not very welcoming. Now, like, there's a potion down here, and we've already failed the quest. But loot. But loot. Is this going to take us too long? I climb down. We can't get out of here. You have to move slowly, learning the new route. You hug the cold, moist wall, sing the support of your boots. It doesn't take long before you feel comfortable enough to jump down, then light up another candle. Man, these candles have been very helpful. Both the walls and the floor are made of stone slabs. You see no movement, no lights, no source of light. The short tunnel leads you to a small room. I walk inside. The room smells of rotten wood and fungi. Abandoned junk is scattered on the ground and shelves. Earthenware jars, rotting scraps of linen or leather, wooden plates, bones for carving, and rusty iron tools. While these odds and ends may be years or decades old, the basement could be just as ancient as the main floor of the chapel. The one thing that seems to be uniquely fresh and durable is a small wooden box held together by a few fiber cords. I take the box. We gotta take the box. It doesn't feel empty, but it's light. You shake it for a bit. Don't shake it! There's like a potion inside. It's glass! You can't open the box without cutting the cords. I cut the cords with my knife and open the box. The box belongs to someone. For now, I'm gonna keep it in one piece. Let's keep it in one piece for now. I feel like this could be like a trap. Even though I'm guessing this belongs to the potion seller. I'm gonna keep it in one piece for now. You found the locked box. Using the light from the candle, you memorize the holes, you climb up quickly. Easy! I go outside. Alright. Let's go! Tying up loose ends. Maybe we pit stop at the fallen tree just to see if there's anything new going on there. Though I think we already did that last time. This was like the last place where we went to before. There is a place to clean and a fishing spot. Oh, I wish I could have went back to the fishing spot. Damn it. Anyway, let's stop off at... No, let's just go straight for the old bridge. We went to the other places last time. We've never been here because of the damn wolves. A purple squirrel is sitting on the broken boat, observing you with a hazelnut in its tiny paws. When your horse snorts, the critter runs away in panic. No point staying. Really, that's it? Can we wash ourselves in the river? Pardon me? You undress, keeping your axe at hand, and check the water with your hand. It's as warm as a clean. You step in, hearing your mount's fearful snort. You tell it to quench its thirst, but then a harsh bite reaches your calf. You look down. Another wave of pain runs through your legs, and your blood flows downstream. In a panic, you climb out, grabbing a clump of grass. A fish is still holding your thigh. This filthy cretin! You pull it and squeeze with anger. Its mouth is filled with thin, inch-long teeth. You need a bandage. This thing deserves to suffocate. It deserves to suffocate, but I know there's a stat tracking about us being kind to animals, and if we have to go into the forest depths, I assume that we want to have a good relationship with the animals of the forest. That is my guess. So I'm going to throw it back in the water. Normally, though, I would make this thing suffocate, then I would eat it. I would amalgamate it into that which is myself. It will be the thing that feeds the future energy necessities of my limbs. Put it back in the freaking water. Gordon peacefully chews the grass, enjoying the sun on his back, ready to take a nap. No point in staying here, I move forward. All that work with the wolves and stuff for a frickin' piranha bite? Let's check out the cabin. You prepare for another chase, seeing the first few members of this pack of spotted wolves, but this time they only observe you. A few howls come from a place you can't see, and the colorful animals turn away, vanishing into leaves. They grew afraid of me. Fear me and my palfrey Gordon. Does that mean we never have to worry about these guys anymore? I enter the cabin. Nothing new. We leave the building. We travel. Okay, let's hit the foraging ground. We should be able to still make it there before we lose daylight. Anything new here? I could try to forage, though it takes some time. We got 6 hours. Do it. You picked up a new food ration. We got a little achievement there. Forage 12 bunches of wild plants. Travel. The Wanderer. I would like to leave something for you. I don't know if I trust these streams anymore. The coin you left in the wooden bowl is no longer here. Bastards! Who took my coin? Oh, the brook is cleaner than ever. Oh, I consider washing myself in the stream. Oh. People are hesitant to trust you. Damn it, I've never been fully cleaned. I would love to be fully cleaned at some point. I was hoping we were going to have, like, godlike washing abilities, because we've given a coin. We've paid for the services of the stream. Gordon is having a good time. Alright, Foggy Lake. We've arrived. It was kind of useless. We did a little bit of work, though. How you guys doing? It's been a while. We don't really need to eat. She doesn't trust me enough to tell you. I have some questions. I have some things I'm willing to part with. Oh, hey. Hey, 20 bones! That's an extra 4. I'll take it. Profits. I need to buy something. Iron scraps. Okay, we're gonna keep this going. If I buy iron scraps, somebody's gonna buy these scraps for more than 6. Give it to me. We're becoming traders. We're giving into the capitalism. Did somebody new come here? I survived a few confrontations. I caught 11 fish. I love how it's glowing. I've become quite a forager. Very cool. All right. We don't need to eat. We don't need to buy something. They don't want to sell anything. Questions about the peninsula? No, thank you. Thanks. Wait. Glossia? Okay, it's about a place. Get out of here. Time for me to go. Travel. We are able to make it back to the creeks. Okay, okay. I feel like that guy was supposed to tell us how to do the trap. It just says we need to learn how to make a trap. We're gonna go back to the creeks. We got some business here. Ephron, what the hell? About the hunters. I can't spend any more time. It's been days since you're... Okay. I'll tell you if I find anything. Good hunting. Damn you. I approached the shallow creek. Damn you. Shoshi is waiting for a message from Marina. Who the hell's Marina? The carpenter. I pressure him about the bands. You told me yourself about Glaucia, friend. Don't hide things from me. Okay, that's what we need. We need more information. Pressure him. About the Eastern Path. Wait, this is the... Okay, yeah, we don't want to go too crazy here. But, I like this guy. About the Eastern Path. I cleared the statue. The one with the stick, seeing your nods, he stops his work. What for? Haven't you heard about the Wanderer? It's a tutelary spirit that keeps travelers from harm. It increases the chance that animals will see her as a human, and she'll feel threatened by it. Well, you can admire her. You can turn into rocks. I thought you might care. The road is prettier now. It's beautiful. This guy wants safety, so... Is he a spiritual person? I don't feel like this guy's a spiritual person. He's an artistic person. He's the guy that's like making wood carvings. You can turn it into rocks. I thought you might care. That could. I'm gonna say this one. It keeps the places safe. He snorts. What? He repeats yourself, but he gestures with his knife for you to stop. Don't be dumb, friend. Birds sit on us all the time. Damn it. You may be right. All right. Well, hey. The big spider in the hunter cabin's gone. He observes your cheeks and then smiles. I'm glad to see you're fine, friend. How's the cabin doing? You answer him a few times. He stretches his arms, then puts his hands on the back of his head. His eyes are absent, so it will be an easy restoration. Maybe a few logs to swap, and the roof won't do much good. It takes your pronounced grunt for him to blink a few times and raise the lid of the case. One for the news. He puts the first dragon on the tabletop, then another next to it, and this one for taking care of the beast. We're gonna be... I don't need to milk him for money. It's a fair price. It's not a fair price, but we're gonna take it. I hope that's going to give trust. The hunters and foragers feel more confident about the meadows from here to Foggy's, and even beyond. When you have a day to spare, come here any morning, ask our tribe for us about a job for Roadwarden unless it rains. You'll get 2 dragons, and enough stew to fill your belly for the day of patrolling the roads and assisting us in our wagons. I guess we've got enough. We got the new mundane job. We can get this done. Okay, this is gonna pay out. Maybe we'll get rid of all the problems. I'll let you... I still don't know the condition of the watchtower. From the eastern road. Before we travel to the fallen tree, I could also run a few mundane patrols for the village. It's too late to start. Okay, the condition of the watchtower. Because we can't get inside of it. Because we gotta get that damn key from Gale Rocks. So we gotta return there. I was wondering about Ephron. He slowly starts to speak. making sure his tribe folks don't need drugs. His soul is clouded. He thinks we have no right to waste the dead have sacrificed for our sake, and that we disrespect them by staying weak. But all of it is just a cloak that hides him. He cares not about respect, it's about his guilt. It takes a bit of convincing before he explains what he means by that. Our father died from claws, our mother from a bad birth. We used to have 5 brothers and sisters, all of them dead now. Some maybe could have been saved, but not all, and surely not by being stronger. Yet Ephron keeps thinking he had every opportunity to fix the tragedies, and he's to blame for letting them down. He and I, both. He falls silent, but at least I put my shame to use. He reaches for his tools again. We already have everything we need, a beautiful home, enough food, fewer beasts than ever. It's going to be a rough lifetime for us. He takes a swing, but our kids will be fine. I'm worried about those bandits. Look, we did it naturally. We did it naturally. He looks at you for a bit, then nods. Those are not some strangers, but folks of the north, our neighbors. One of them is from our very own tribe, and they don't target us, just strangers. You ask him again, and he's sure no one from his village has been targeted so far. And after a cold eye, he reaches for a carving knife. The village won't accept the rods. So the bandits, one's from the village. Is this going to be Ephron? And that's why he was so hesitant to talk about it? And Ephron's like trying to get stronger, so he's doing like bad things. He seems so trustworthy and nice, but he's actually doing... And maybe that's why the hunt that happened, where he's sending out his 3 people to get the greatest hunt. Was he sending them out to be bandits? Very interesting. About the Eastern Path, it's too late. Okay, we can't do anything there. Our tribe won't be of much help there, he admits while judging the harsh surface of a small plank. It was our parents who did all the traveling, and they did so while we were kids or not yet born. Most of them are already gone, and most of us travel no further than to Foggies, and only when we have to. Okay, I'll see you later. Approach the shallow creek, please. The farmer. I need supplies. We could get a secondary fish trap. Do we want another fish trap? I think we want another fish trap. You can carry only one at a time. Yeah, we're gonna place that fish trap. Damn it. Okay, farewell. We're gonna do a quick save. I'm spending my money too much. I guess we can't sleep here. Interesting. I thought we'd be able to sleep here, but we did get what we ended up wanting. So we can travel. If we can get back up to Gale Rocks, it's going to take 2 hours. Are we able to sleep? I remember we could sleep at Gale Rocks, but it was a little bit pricey, wasn't it? But it's going to save us like a day, and time is not on our side right now. We are getting close to the end. So I think it's worthwhile to just do the whole passageway through. Let's do it. All right, yeah, we have a lot of people here. I could still learn more about the wares this village has to offer. All right. I return to the young people looking for a match. I tell Marina what I learned about Shoshi from Creeks. She looks around nervously and her voice is low and hesitant. An open relationship, as if, seeing her blush, you nod. Our forebears wouldn't encourage such a way of living. Does she pray? When you mention that her village in general seems to not put much importance on matters of faith, she seems to lose hope. Is she pretty at all? She says without meeting your eyes. You try to answer some more specific questions, making her interest suddenly grow. If she's really looking for a safe, slow days, ask her if she's willing to abandon this weird wish. Tell her, she pauses, then straightens up and speaks with confidence as if she's reciting an old story. Tell her this, outsider. You can find love of soul and shell with me, and a new path free of empty cravings. You won't ever look back and regret it. Aww, we're making some good stories come true in this horrible world. I return to the young people. All right, we can't do anything more there. The armorer. I'm looking for new equipment. How many do we have? Instead of 5, how many do we have? We only have 1 more? Wait. No, that's not it. Where's our bolts? 4. Oh, we got 4 of these things? Okay, we don't need any more. We're fine. We're fine. I step away. The tailor, what can you do for me? Oh my god. Oh my god. We could work for 2 hours. Hold on a second. Oh, we only have 1 hour before dusk. In 1 hour, your jack will be partially resewn and repadded. I kind of want to get the Gambison repair set, right? And a sewing kit? We're spending all our money! Fixing the armor, though, could actually save our lives. I don't know if we need the sewing kit. I think we're going to buy this. Let's buy it. Repair set. And then can we work for 2 hours? I'm gonna quick save here because I don't know what's gonna happen if we if we go to like what's gonna happen. Okay. What can you do for me? Let's work for 2 hours and get our outfit repaired. It worked. It worked. 2 hours, you mean an hour and 15 minutes. That's what I'm talking about. She's closing her shop. All right, that's fair. I'll head outside. Old man trying to... The gossip. We gotta pay for anything of this. Why do you need coins? We gotta pay for that. I was told something about an old lumberjack hamlet. Your neighbor's getting robbed by strangers. I don't want to pay him. I feel like we can figure this out on our own. Sleep. Ooh, rent, labor. That's a lot of food we're going to be losing. Holy. Oh, I think we're going to pay the money. This is crazy expensive. But we want to get more health. Oh, that sucks. That sucks, but gotta be done. We could stop off at Foggy's to get the food. I wanted that vitality. You're surrounded by darkness. You quickly gather your things and leave the room without a word from the keeper, who's sitting outside next to the door. The villagers hurriedly preparing for a busy day. They gather the wagons. Okay. They slow down to observe you, but whenever you meet their eyes, you find a challenge, not amity. You go to... Oh, I want to find more information here. Where's the Fisher? About the Spirit Rock. Let's discuss this once more. I talked to Phoebe. She doesn't seem to care about the Numa, but it hurts her to see your disappointment. I would never. His voice swings between shouts and whispers. I'm just trying to help her. Any parent would do that for their child. I don't know how to convince you, but you're asking me to do something really risky. The deal is off. Yeah, I'm not doing it. Deal's off. Don't you dare tell me how to raise my child, you drifting piece of shit! He tries to hit your chest with an open palm, but you dash back quickly, with your instincts already moving your hand towards your blade. Surprised, he looks you in the eye with anger. As useless as the previous one, that's why I don't pay any vagabond up front. A man with a thick beard approaches the two of you, more to make sure his friend is safe than to ease the tensions. After a few more breaths, Fodio scratches his neck and bites his upper lip. What else do you want, outsider? Get wrecked, you fool! I hate this village. Screw you guys. Screw you guys. Portia, you get... I don't want to pay you for food. We already came for... Oh, wait. New equipment? New equipment? No. The boat maker? No. The digger? She wants me to open the tunnel. Yeah, I would like to open the tunnel as well. We could talk to the head woman. Let's see. Follow him inside. Considering that the people of your village follow the right, I'm surprised you're not pressured into taking action against the undead of the White Marshes. Alright, let's do it. What do you think we ought to do? Encourage them by taking their land or startle their wild game? Maybe torch the roofs? If she takes an awkward long pause. Yet as you start to answer, she instantly cuts in. We have no plans to conquer or pillage their home. And while some of us would like to take matters into their own hands, I ain't risking the lives in battle with mere heretics. Without walls, we'll have nothing to keep us safe. I say nothing, expecting her to interrupt me again. My patience runs short. Okay, these people are starting to piss me off. Farewell. Farewell. All right. There's somebody else. Who else could be here? Who else needs my assistance? We've talked to the fishers, tailors. I've talked with the local coopers, but I could still learn more about the wares this village has to offer. Masons. Stonemasons. She's building a tall tower from her wooden blocks. Cheers, outsider. Oh, that's her. The digger. We've talked about doctors. Wares they have to offer. Hunters. It turns out the villagers hunt only in their most desperate days, usually to catch creatures that may be of use later on, not for their meat. Unless you count fishers, says one of them. That's enough for now. Ah, there's still more. I can't think of it. I can't think of it. Well, quick save there. 13 hours? Travel. Okay, we're gonna want to stop off at Foggy Lake. Maybe head back up here to do the matchmaking, and then try... If we have enough time, we might be able to do the mission. But it might be too late, to be honest. I enter the tavern. I'd like to eat. Wonderful. I have some questions about the peninsula. What was that place called again? Gale Rocks. Tell us something about Gale Rocks. I haven't heard... Gale Rocks? Not the nicest bunch of fish are they? She chuckles, but there's muddling concern in her eyes. Harsh lives give birth to harsh folks, dear. They spend every sunny day on their fishing boats. They cut the sea fish all night long to place them in barrels or hang them in the smokery. They don't have crops, no lumber or iron. The coastal birds and rock squabs are their only game meat. It's not too dangerous being a fisher, but all they get comes from trading. Well, you can tell that that's not good news. They try to be their own merchants. They take the wares south, and with every year, they need to burn more pyres. Hard to believe Gale's Rocks is as old as it is, and they stick to it no matter how difficult their lives get. How are we going to get that key? How are we going to get that key from Gale Rocks? I don't want to... We could just break down the door and inspect it. But I would like to open it and turn this into like a safer place. But you could just rebuild a door. Screw like these... I don't like these Gale Rocks. I think we're going to break that thing down. Okay, let's head back up the creeks. Time for me to go. Travel up the creeks. Alright. I return to Shoshi. I try to recall the message. Then I guess it's not meant to be, she shakes her head with disappointment. I'm glad you opened this chance for me, friend, but there are parts of me I'm not willing to change. Still, I'll make sure the tribes hear about your help. She suddenly raises her axe and shouts, hey you! She addresses no one in particular, but her powerful voice makes everyone stop. Stoutworthy did me a big favor, I'd be nice. A few people smile or scoff, and life goes on. And if you want to bring Mariner my answer, she rests her chin on the top of her blade. Tell her, think it over, for I can make every day of yours sweet and light if you're ready to breathe fully. Alright. I approach the shallow creek. Let's go jump in. We're getting a little bit cleaner. I have a day to spare. Let's do it. A big delivery. The villagers need to deliver a few barrels to Foggy and stay around for a few hours to set up traps and repair a collapsed part of the palisade. The task will take you an entire day and may get dangerous. We'll get food and we'll get $2, and it's going to help in the whole process that's happening here. I think we do it. I think we take it. We're burning days, though. We're really burning days. Okay, it turns out you don't have much to do. You get your job done quickly with little difficulty. Let's go. The locals will need my services before day 23. All right. Anything new from you? I want to discuss the issue of the Enchantress's rod with the village. You should know now I can be trusted. Let's go! Bronze rods everywhere. I'll let you know if there's anything else. Is that all of them? Hold on a second. Inventory. I think we've done all of them. It's a flawless roddage. Quick save. We're getting a little... It's getting a little spicy here, isn't it? I think we got to go back to Foggy's, sleep, then we can get like maybe a meal, head down to Eudocia's. Maybe she'll trust us because we got all the rods done. Stop off at the abandoned watchtower, break that door down, We're not fooling around. We're not wasting any more time here. Jesus. Gale Rocks? Get out of here. Wanting us to, like, infuse people with pneuma and destroy their children. Disgusting. Enter the tavern. Sleep. Ooh. We have 5 rations. That extra heart, I really value this. The hearts. We're gonna lose a heart by sleeping in the main hall. I think we got a rent, but maybe with some rations? We got a whole bunch of wild food. I forget how to turn that into rations. We do got some money, to be honest. And we have a lot of things I think we're able to sell. 2 rations. We're never eating the rations. I can't remember the last time I ate the rations. The shiver wakes you up. Foggy is standing by the open door, letting the dense fog in, with her back lit by a lantern. While she breathes slowly, her eyes are keenly observing the area, and after you focus, you hear the distorted shouts of roaming saurians. While I'm looking for a candle, I think of the many times I've heard parents telling their naughty kids about that the fogs will take them. Freaking scary. Alright, up and at 'em. Foggy smiles of you. I'd like to eat. That's all the meals we have. Alright. Anything else you need to... It's just meals? Okay. This is good. Time for me to go. Travel. Yeah, it's so annoying because I'm right here, but it's going to cost 2 hours to get there to deliver that stupid message. Well, we'll do that later. And we got to go down this way and... Oh, maybe make a fish trap. Can we could put a fish here? Yes! We're going to put a fish trap in the flowing, beautiful water. The statue stands in all its glory. The coin you left in the wheel is no longer here. I consider myself washing... Set the fish trap! Let's go! Wash? I wash my shell, my filthy shell. Is this the best we've ever been? A 3-star? Holy crap. That coin paid off. Alright, travel. The foraging grounds. Can we stop off here and do some foraging? What chance? Forage away. Oh, what's this? You put even more effort into exploring the area, but you only find things that you can't use on the road. Honey, mushrooms, insects, acorns, eggs, and little critters, snakes, and lizards. You do, however, find an unusual spot in the far east near a shallow pond, a small ravine of sorts, though instead of water, it hides torn clothes, broken tools, and remains of a camp. There are no bones around. Whoever had found their end in this place surely turned into the undead years or decades ago. There's a broken rope hanging from a tree stump. The other part of the plant is already at the bottom of the ravine. Maybe I'll find something of value. This could be one of the hunters, right? We better get down there. You grab Gordon's halter. Your mount observes the area nervously, not willing to graze on the sparse, dry grass. I should save its strength, you think to yourself. Not willing to repeat the mistakes of the previous traveler, you tie your rope to a stone instead of any plants. You take only what's necessary and descend, leaning with your boots against the rock face. The sounds of wind and birds are muffled and echoed. You end up in a corridor of rocks. I approach the traveler's possessions. You find no blood, flesh, or bones, but the clues tell you all you need. Someone was betrayed by their own rope, now lying on the ground with a torn loop. They landed on their bag, in which you find a bunch of broken supply jars and scraps of linen. They tried to crawl away. You find nothing of value, not even dragon bones. Maybe that's why the dead used to own such unreliable equipment. You're ready to climb back, but once you turn around, you realize that you're overlooked something sticking out from the wall. A pickaxe, surrounded by dozens of cracks. Some of the smaller rocks have already crumbled up. I grab the freaking tool. We got an achievement, the copper vein. We found a copper vein. It gives way easily, more thanks to the rust than your muscles. You throw it away, using your hands to pull away the shards of wall, and gasp once you realize the patina on their surface. You kneel down and take a better look at the rocks. At least a half of them bear a touch of the green copper, like a statue in an old temple. You come to your senses, pushing away the images of fortune and future idleness. A large group would have to set up a hamlet here to even inspect the vein. The workers, guards, wood supplies, tools, all under the noses of locals. Squabbles over ore can turn violent pretty fast. Now I have to decide if it's a secret I take to Hovlevin or something I wish to share with the locals. Ooh. Oh, I never thought of that. Are we like... Are we loyal to Hovlevin? Or are we going to become... I kind of want to become loyal to the people here. And I want to share this with the boys up north. Quick save. Travel. Yeah, I want to share it with these guys. Creeks. They're the best so far. 2 hours. Are we, oh, I got to make sure we don't get screwed again. We got 10 hours. We can go here. And this takes 4 hours from where we are. So I think we could go here and go back to the Pelt of the North. Possibly break down this along the way. Oh, this is a dangerous road, right? Okay, let's go. We got to turn in those rods. We need the money. Oh, wait, but it's like in the afternoon. This is what screwed us last time. Keep traveling. We're not doing it yet. We're going to... How are we ever going to get there on the right time? It's like only in the evenings? Go to the watchtower. Damn you douche, you. All right. Zero raw. Oh, we need the fish. All right. I approach the entrance. I'm going to... We're breaking through this. Take my axe and break it down. You start chopping the door in the spot where two planks are connected to one another. It takes a bit of time and some precision, especially since you struggle to find the right angle to take a swing. Finally, the wood cracks. When you push it, it lets out the dizzy creaking of rusty hinges. An empty table stands in the middle of a large round room with dusty furniture. Without the open door, you'd struggle to see anything. You wait to be sure that nothing tries to jump on you, and finally hide your weapon. I need to remember to sharpen it later on. Uh-oh. Did we screw up our axe? The first thing you notice is the room isn't high, and just like the windows suggested, there's the second floor above it. The scent sparks an image of a cellar, humid, but without much mustiness. Tree stumps used as stools surround a round table in the center, now covered in dust. The shelves are empty, with no tools left behind, and you see a couple of dishes lying in various spots, empty, sticky. The bugs are crawling both on the furniture and near the wall. Spiders, roaches, worms. You think about taking a look into one of the casks, but the smell coming from it makes you change your plans. Instead, you climb up the ladder. The view there isn't much different. The floor is covered with pieces of trash, dirty furniture, and sleeping pallets, which are moist, smelly, and full of wriggling and chirping creatures. It gives me shivers. I don't care about some bugs. I just need to ignore them. You climb down. Gordon is looking at the grass outside, still touched by sunlight. You approach the windows, each one locked with two heavy wooden bars. Opening them would not be a problem, but knocking them down from the outside won't be an easy task. You sigh with relief. It's a safe place. Following the clue from old Pagos, I look for anything that Astarion could have left behind. You start to move around all sorts of furniture, light and heavy. Among various pieces of garbage that you have to push aside, you find something unusual in a space between one of the pallets and the wall. An old, molding wax tablet. There are some writings inside. Other than that, the place seems to be empty, unless you count broken pottery and ragged clothing. For now, I hide it in my bag and put everything back in its place. Time to wash my hands. You're at the ground floor. I don't have anything that would help me get rid of these bugs. So I guess if we can get rid of the bugs, we can sleep here. I go outside. Travel. Oh. 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 We only have 6 hours. Quick save. It'll take us 2 hours to get back. I really want to explore this way. But we can't do it at this time. I feel like this is going to go right into the center as well. I think I'm going to go back to the residence. Maybe she'll accept us at this time. Ah, Jesus. 5 hours before dusk. What if it takes too long? Okay, we're going to quick save. And this is the only time I may save scum. I might save scum this. I want to know how long this is going to take. 4 hours left. I think that's okay. Alright, let's trade. Get out of here. I want to collect my reward for the bronze rods. Place the... She asks if you... Then, let's see. 8 rods in total. That would be... Here you go. I guess we're done here. Looks so, thanks. As a bonus for placing all the rods, you can buy my spirit rocks cheaper. I don't care about your spirit rocks. You've already done a lot for me, and with so many rods placed around the peninsula, sending the golems into the woods won't be too much of a cost. I'll give one of them new orders before I go to sleep. Let's go. Let's go. We just saved a whole bunch of rations by rotting the whole place up. She's going to send her golems and take over the world. She's absolutely going to take over the world. You seem to be afraid of the bandits. I'm not afraid. Gloxia is an effing terrifying... Here's a little tip, and engrave it in your soul. She can't be reasoned with. If you're strong, threaten her. If weak, ask her for mercy, I guess. She wanted to work with me, but I need no right to know her soul is wicked. She takes a step towards you. I think they're somewhere in the deep woods. I don't know much about these lands. I've got other stuff to worry about. There's only one place that I know of that could keep an entire band, an old lumberjack camp. But you won't reach it through any of the main roads. So, she steps back. That's that. About the words on your golem. Okay, she's going to be able to talk to us now. A nice little trick. Wait. They hold my spells. Each one means ought different. Look, chase, beast, run. The golems are meant to hunt, and I hope that it ought happens to them. I'll have an option to put these enhanced rocks into other shells. Okay. Oh, like dig and lumber. Since you have writing on your golems, could you read some things for me? Her eyes widen, but then she smiles. You got it wrong. I ask others to write down the words I need, together with pictures, and I then copy them. You could go to, she says aside, the monastery in the far mountains. Gotcha. Do you need help with anything else? Her lips form a shadow of a smile. I do, but it won't be as much of an ordeal, just a simple errand. She moves closer and pulls out a dry flower petal from her pocket. See, it's like an orange tulip, but has much larger leaves. It's called snakebait. Bring me 1 or 2, freshly picked. I'll pay you 5 dragons. Fair enough? Any tips where to find them? That's the hard part. You can try in the western villages or in the deep woods. They need light, so not in caves, but stay in shadows, so below trees. Edges of meadows would be my guess. Or maybe you'll just find one just by the main road. Keep your eyes open. What do you need it for? I simply want it! These flowers are hard to find. That's actually pretty good. 5 dragons for a flower? You start to ask other questions, but she warns you with a scowl. That's all you need to know. Deal. We still can't sleep here, you bastard. Let's trade. 6! Get out of here for your frickin' stones. They're junk. We don't want them. Okay, let's head back to the pelt of the freaking north. We could go back up to Fulgate. No, we want to make our way back up this way. Okay. Pelt of the north. Activate. I'm guessing going this way into the woods is where Glockia's band's gonna be. Okay, we just made it. Bored with life, Roadwarden. One of the grumbles. Notice it's almost dark. I get off my horse and enter the inn. Go to the innkeeper. You can now trade for a new item. Oh, a shield. It's large, a bit heavy, but firm. I already have a shield. Show me your wares. You're not used to... I already have them. Get out of here. What do you think I am? Some kind of commoner? Some kind of peasant? Anything you want to buy? Iron scraps? 6! I bought it for 6. Get out of here. About Glockia's band? Get out of here. Take a little look at the main hall. You got anything? Buy. Well. Step away. In. Tulia. I found this wax tablet. Do you recognize it? She opens it and takes a quick glance. Well, it's from Hoblivin. Asterion and my lieutenant were the only people I've seen with green tablets like this one, and the locals don't write chronicles. She gives it back. I can't read. Better look for a priest of the right. So we got to go up to the plague ridden area, I think, to get that read. About your squad's mission. I can't really tell you. You sense no hesitation. Do you have any other questions? All right. Okay, back to the main hall. We gotta sleep. And we're not paying you shit. We're sleeping on the ground. Okay. I have no fish to sell. We can go outside, well me, wash my shell. I approach the guards. How about some axe throwing? You fools. You freaking fools. I'm ready. Damn it. Alright. You can't win them all. You can't win them all. About the goblins. Do we want to get this done? I think we want to get this done. I have your dragons, and there's no soul in the entire ruins. Let's get to it. Let's do it! Yeah, let's clear this out of goblins! She reaches out for the coins and hides them without counting. Cheers. She looks at the sun. Give us 2 days to prepare for the raid. We'll handle it with a small team. There's a different kind of confidence in her voice, but her stance is more like a leader's. Better stay away from the ruins until then, or you may get a random quarrel between your ears. Okay. About the goblins. We'll get to it soon. About the goblins. How about those goblins? I walk away. Wonderful. Simply marvelous. We're cleaning this up, so I guess we don't want to go here. Stay away for 2 more days while they're doing the job. So they're going to clear this out of the goblins? I forgot there was even goblins in there. Do I want to go to the beholder and start bleeding? I definitely want to go to the rock slide. Let's stop off at the elder. Someone needs to know about this box as well. Have any hunters from creeks visited you recently? Here in the opposite corner of the peninsula, most people do not have a beast to carry them for miles, stranger. His playful tone suddenly gets worried. Or did their struggles with meat get so grim that they ever consider such a dangerous trip? He takes a deep breath and leans back. I cannot force beasts to jump under one's blade. The forest would not trust me anymore. I know how I should have addressed you. I want to fix my mistake. I do not know. I feel like I should know this by now. Humans. No. Quintus? Oh, he's the gatekeeper. Yeah, I have no idea what this man's name is. What do you call him? Boudica. Damn it. You're as deaf as these rocks. You want to build bridges. But for you, they're just structures. Alright. Alright. See you later. Beholder? Is he... Wait. Beholder. Ah, okay. Druid. Oath breaker. Stupid man. All right. Beholder. Let's see what's happening at the beholder. I approach the altar. I make an offering. What will you sacrifice? A poisonous mushroom? Can we poison it? A cave ear. Let's try it. A cave ear. Oh, I think we gotta feed this thing enough blood for it to produce a seed. Oh. I think I gotta hurt myself quite a bit. I don't want to do this. Is gonna like drain us dry. It's gonna absolutely drain. I'm assuming it's like a counter. The more times you feed it blood, eventually it's gonna pay out. So we don't like have to go all out. I think I'm gonna clench my teeth and hurt myself quite a bit. This may take away 3 vitality. Oh god. Oh god, your blood spills on the altar and sinks before it gets to the edges. The sound of moving, stretching branches occurs almost immediately. Alright, quick save. I approach the altar. Bastards. Travel. Howler's Dell. It's been a while, hasn't it? You approach the opening gate as you're just gushing blood. Then carefully dismount. A guard approaches you, ready to take your mount. Hey, stranger, what news do you bring? We gossip for a bit. The curious locals gather around to take part in your conversation. I tell you, this place, it always seems too happy. There's too much happiness here. I don't trust y'all. Won't be easy with so little time. I enter the village. The stable master shows up as soon as you get to go. He looks along towards the bridge. Here you go. I'm broke. My mount needs only some hay, water, and peace. How much money does he want? I kind of want to treat Gordon. We have a lot of money, right? We got 5? I'm broke. I hope you're comfortable, Gordon. The washwoman. I tell her about Paulus. He sounds like a worker. Make sure he will nay oppose the marriage rites. His village follows the rite. I need his word. He'll leave his spirit behind him if he agrees. Everyone's like, I will fall in love with you, but you have to abandon all your spirituality. Can't people just understand that sometimes multiple people's religion and faith and spirituality can be combined in harmony, and you can both grow in your own unique faiths in a new and unique way by questioning your own faiths and studying those of others to better grow? Come on! He'll leave his spirit behind, but if he agrees, her teeth are yellowish and healthy. Okay, he can come and fall. Maybe she just has a lot of espresso in her veins. All right. I go to Elpis. Damn you, give me that man's wand. Erastus. Bion. Let's talk about fancy clothes. Jesus! I don't know why you need these. If this is just like flavor, maybe. I need your services. In 2 hours, parts of the... Oh, offer... Spiders. Is this going to give us a free Gambison enhancement? You better believe it. You show her the wrap stick, and without that, she takes one of the short threads and starts to stretch. She nods. I do. What do you want? The dragon rings or a better jacket? You ask her for the details, and she loses more of her patience with every breath. 10 rings for the thread, or give me 2 hours, and I'll put some of it here. She vaguely points at bits of gambits to make it stronger and easier to wear. Strengthen mine armor. Beautiful. Look at that. You spend the time brushing and watering Gordon, practicing combo moves and stands with your axe and wash your hands, face, and neck. Near the end of the hour, you return to the tailor and sit down on a stump, relaxing the sounds of Howler's Creek. She asks you to come closer and points to the spots where the seams were ripped and replaced with spider silk, which is much lighter than the old thread. It will not get stronger than this unless you cover it with troll hide or something. Hell yes. Is Erastus trustworthy? just very nonchalantly just... So how about Erastus? Can you trust that bastard? A long pause. I guess you deserve a brief answer. You're a good client. She looks at your forehead. He'd be better at carving toys, not box traps. Gotcha. Good luck. Good luck. Pleasure doing business with you. Akakios. I'm looking for flowers that look orange. I'll ask Bion. Her wife had some of those. After a few minutes, he brings you a clay pot with a plant not larger than your hand. It has a single flower and a couple of healthy leaves. Back in spring, Asterion asked us to grow them, but he's no longer around. That little stinker. Oh, that little stinker. Eva, their presence annoys me now. 3 dragons and I'll give you what's above the ground. Maybe it'll grow again. You ask him what he knows about it. He picks it up, look at it closely as if it's the first time seeing it. Well, the forest speaker from the southern cave told me it's an herb for potions. Snake bait, he said. I think it lures serpents. Huh. I'll take it. We can make 5 dragons off this, but why does this girl, this enchantress, she's becoming more suspicious, eh? She's getting, like, all these plants to make some kind of, potions. I'll take it. I bring goods to sell. Let's go. Iron scraps. You won't get more than 7 rings, so we earn 1? I'll take it. I'll take it. Troll bone tablet. Nice work. Nice if I were to change the wax for green. One to leave it here for 3 rings? Forget it. Is that all I'm gonna get for that thing, though? that might be a good price. A new battle axe. Linen fabric. A valuable commodity. I think we sell it. Deal. So now we could buy the linen fabric and sell it somewhere. If it's worth 10, maybe we'll get like an extra 3 bones or something from that. I don't know why we would need a new battle axe. Our axe is great. But we need to sharpen it. We're going to hold on to my money for now. We might need it. But we may buy that before we leave. What time is it? Oh, we got time. I asked the guards to look for the mayor. Can you read me this tablet? Dirty. She raises her open palms. You open the tablet yourself and push it towards her. She leans forward with a sigh. Well, half of it is just nonsense. Some letters, numbers, a picture of a boat, I think, and one of a volcano, scrawling about the size of an oar. She stops suddenly. Oh, here's a name. Navica. She sees your look and shakes her head gently. I don't know her. Why are you interested in this tablet anyway? Who's the owner? I'm not sure yet, but it may be important. I don't trust these. At first, you think she nods to confirm she heard you. Then she realizes she's gesturing to make you take the tablet away. Well, you could look for boats in Gale Rocks. They know them better than us inlanders. She turns away and looks at Eric's. Can you wipe this? She points at the table and soon he shows up with a wet cloth. I bring news about the other parts of the peninsula. I bring news about the band. The only place bothered by raids is White Marshes. The people from Gale Rocks and Creeks have faced no issues. So there's no reason to worry. The people of White Marsh are no friends of ours, and if Glaucia is eager to bother with the poor settlement in the north, especially when filled with Awoken, it must be personal for her. We have no reason to stand in the middle of it. She straightens up and adjusts her cape, then stares into your eyes. Her voice is solemn. As the mayor of Hallersdale, I appreciate your concern, but I don't share your apprehension. The guards of our village will stay on our walls. Be sure to come see us soon. We will gladly share lamb and tail with you. Okay. Okay, very well. I'll pass it to him. I keep thinking, surely silly folk don't eat just wild game, saltfish, and groats. What animals do people breed in the nearby villages? What do they breed? I haven't found anybody breeding anything. Mostly ibixes, they do well in the hills. There's a lot of mouflons. The monks need them for partridge. It depends, mostly pond fish and fowl. There's barely any meat, so people have started to raise crickets and rats. Whatever people can buy, I guess. I don't eat animals when I can avoid it. I'm pretty sure we've eaten a ton of fish. We've heard a lot of ibixes, right? Mostly ibixes. So just like in the old days, I even saw some of them in the city. They are annoyingly good at climbing onto roofs and walls, but more importantly, she adjusts her dresses. So it means that our mouflon cheese and wool are going to be quite the commodity. I don't know if I don't want to tell them about the copper vein right now. The people of Creeks face many struggles. I don't trust these people, but maybe I'm supposed to. I want to get these quests done. The people of the Creeks face many struggles. Let's talk a little bit about the Creeks. Maybe they can offer some help. Your tale takes away from you. Not only does Thias have many questions, she finally asks Eris to bring her a wax towel in which she starts making notes. Once you're done, she lets out a relieved sigh and speaks more to herself than to you. If it just so happens that the tribe will need my help, I'll be prepared to answer their call. She looks at you and smiles warmly, then closes the tablet loudly. I don't know, I still don't trust her. I'm not telling you about the copper vein. She leans forward. Even though she smiles, her voice is close to a whisper. I wonder, why are you here? What pushes someone to become a Roadwarden? I need coin to help someone I care about. That's our actual mission. We could choose that at the beginning. You know what? Why not? Quite a burden. Many would turn to thievery or plots or blood magic. Your pursuit is respectful. She straightens up with an encouraging smile. Hovlevin is suffocating. All the churches, traders, soldiers, and craft guilds won't welcome a stranger in need. Still, she smirks. Better this than being an adventurer. Thank you for your time. Okay. Not too bad. I'm looking for a few hunters. Adwin, Dahlia, and Vascal. He rose his next around the sky. I recognize these names, but I've seen nay folk from Creeks in a long time. They come here before and after the winter for trade gains. Okay, I need a few rations. A teeth cleaning set? But we won't be able to get the pelt. We can get cleaner, though. I do want to become cleaner. In an hour, you'll get as much food as you can eat in a proper bath. We don't want that. We don't want that. You know what? Let's get it. Let's get it. You add the teeth clean to... Let's go. A healthier smile. But before you take it, he puts the box in front of you. I've got a hazelnut twigs in the sheath, but can replace them in any time. What taste are you looking for? Oh, I like a walnut. I'll go with an oak, maybe willow. Hazelnut is fine. A rusty oak. He disappeared a few minutes, returned with a couple of twigs, which he puts into the sheath. What else do you need? Thanks. Quick salve. I leave the square. It's too late to ask about work. I would like to ask about work. Okay. Let's do one more place. We're going to do one more place. We're going to see this rock slide. I want to see if I can finally climb it. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay, let's go back to the Western Crossroads. terrible roaring comes from the east. You can't even guess what sort of creature would be capable of making such a noise. Oh, that's the east. That's like deep into the freaking the forest that we don't want to go to. What's the destroyed sign? It's covered with green letters and colorful pictures of flowers and trees, now blending in with mold. As far as you can tell, it used to be attached to the southern post. It's covered with green, blue, and white paint that portrayed simple squares with roof-like lines hanging from each square. Okay. So the destroyed sign used to be a place of flowers and stuff. Like a beautiful meadow, and then it was kind of destroyed and this, a town was built on top of it. I bet you nature didn't like that. Quick save. Travel. Are we going to be able to make it up to old Pangles? Can we, do we have time? 4 hours? I think we do. Oh, damn, it's going to be this weird bird again, isn't it? It's still covered with pebblers' leftovers, as well as all the leaves and branches on the ground, but at least the beast is nowhere in sight. Even though there are some fresh paw prints just nearby, your plan worked just fine. Perfect. All right, old Pagos. Are there any hunters from the creek here? Where are these people? All right, see you later. A white and black eagle is circling around you. Okay. Everything all right? All right, I'm looking for a few hunters from the creek. Hunters from creeks. He mimics your voice with a hint of mockery. Not a soul from there has reached this temple in... He rubs the back of his bandaged hand and looks at the monk who's carrying buckets of water. Well, a decade. They've got enough hunting grounds. The heart of the woods, the watchtower, the northern hills. I found some snake bait. Did I? Is it safe for humans? That's very much not. He gestures for you to keep it away. Some use it for enjoyment, but not for long. There are a few potions I know of that use it, but it's poisonous, even after an alchemist clears it. That must have been the flower we got, the snake bait. What the hell does she want those flowers for? He doesn't trust me to give... How do I make you trust me? Damn, this place is just a dead end. I guess we can head back to the gate, then go back down to sleep? Let's see what old Quintus is up to. Hey, Quintus. What are you doing? He's standing by the bushes wearing a snake pierced with a spear. Hey! We can fix up his stuff. Anybody from the creeks? I know not about the creeks, but I met Vascal. It takes him a few breaths to notice you're waiting for him to go on. They spent one night at this tower with me. Came from there. He points at the woods in the east. Damn it. And then went back there. They were building a trap somewhere behind the lake. They shared a partridge with me, but never came here again. Good soul, very open-eyed. Any help with your gambeson? We only got 2 hours. We only got 2 hours. I think we have time. I think we'll have enough time to do it. You serious? He leans forward, looking at you, then makes a comment. Let's get to it. Quintus turns out to know a thing or two about jackets and sewing. He gives a few of your words of advice, turns his backup shirt into padding, and holds his jacket in a way that allows you to work with peace. When he puts on his restored armor, he lets out a strong laugh. Great, great, but what am I to give you now? He looks around and raises a finger. Want an arrow for a crossbow? They're not so easy to get. Sure. 5 quarrels! Not a big loss for me. I can't hit shit anyway. He chuckles as you shove the quail into your quiver. Why are you afraid of Glacia? One I can't talk about her. His shoulders slump, making him look like a wounded troll. I've got to look after the gate for her, or she'll hurt somebody. Important to me. If she learns I'm telling stories about her, I'm dead too. About your duty. God, we'll return to this later. Alright, travel. Oh, thank God. Yeah, we gotta sleep at the Dell. Maybe we can sleep, we can do some work, we can buy that linen, and we can lickety split somewhere and sell that. And yeah, you don't trust me yet? No. Nothing else for you. Main square. Anything from you? I don't want to tell you about that. Innkeeper. No. Sleep. We don't want it. No, we don't want to do anything. Free sleep. We got enough food to keep us going. That didn't give us any health, so the days are getting shorter. Damn it. All right, the trader's not around. I sit at a table and wait for him. Now we don't need to trade. Okay, before we leave, I'm gonna definitely Eat a food ration. In case I forget. And we're gonna have to end it here. This is getting... I think we're getting close to the climax. I feel it coming. We're tying up a whole bunch of loose ends. What are we gonna do next on next episode? I think next time we're going to want to head back up this way. Make sure this is all clear of stuff. Talk to him. We want to go to the creeks eventually to talk about the abandoned watchtower. Maybe we can finally get the road all fixed up. And I don't know how to do this old tunnel. I'm really confused about this one, because I feel like we talked to the guy about the trap. And then he told us... he talked a lot. And we also want to go back to the ruins. One more day. So we can spend a day going up in this area, then maybe move back down to the ruins. Anyway. Hope you're enjoying Roadwarden. Until the next one, enjoy whatever you enjoy doing. And get out of here.